We came home at night and Lucy said to us, "I can't see." At that point, we didn't know the extent of it. It was a normal pregnancy.
Obviously, we're going to be first-time parents, and we were excited to be taking that step. We couldn't wait. When she was born, she was a beautiful baby girl. You know, we were over the moon, fell in love instantly.
She was just beautiful.
We took her home, and at the time we lived in a small 2-bedroom condo.
Third floor.
On the 3rd floor. So, you know, it was fun. You know, we always would walk around the neighborhood with her, you know, like, oh, we want this house, we want that house. You know, we can't wait to get her in a house, and it was fun.
Well, we realized she wasn't walking or even kind of like standing along the furniture like a typical kid at that age, like 11 months, and she wasn't doing that. She was crawling, and she wasn't talking as much either. She would just say mama, dada. So we thought, oh, well, you know, she's just a little behind. We'll just get her, you know, some therapy, and she was doing really well in preschool, and we thought she's on the right track. We noticed that she would tilt her head a lot, and we realized that she had a problem with her vision.
We were told that, you know, she had the pale optic nerve, you know, the communication isn't there, and that, you know, there's nothing you can really do about this, and that this nerve is gonna continue to get worse.
Until it basically dies.
Declan was born 2 years later. You know, he had no problems at all. He didn't have to go through EI therapies. He talked when he was supposed to talk. He crawled. He started walking. I think he walked even a little early.
Yeah.
You know, so we were like, oh, okay, this is just, you know, Lucy being delayed a little bit with a vision problem.
We thought this is our new life. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna learn how to do this, and, you know, we're gonna be okay with this. At that point, we didn't know the extent of it.
Yeah.
I was actually pregnant with Winnie when we were told to get the genetic testing. We thought it would be great to have, you know, Declan to have a buddy that, you know, they could go out and play together.
That I have a copy of the gene, and that she has a copy of the gene, and that we met and got married, and, you know, what are the odds that that happened?
It was so hard because they told us that our baby would have 25% chance of also having the disease. You know, we wanted to just be positive and think, you know, she's gonna be okay. At 3 months, we had her tested, and I'll never forget, I got a call. Actually, Kevin was at work, and I was told over the phone with Declan and Lucy there that Winnie indeed had mitochondrial disease. I fell apart. You know, Declan was saying, "It's okay, Mommy." That was one of the worst days ever. Because we know what's going to happen. You know, we were trying to learn everything we could about the disease, and that's when we found out, like, this is really a scary disease because it is progressive and there's no cure.
And not only that, you know, she has a mitochondrial disease, but the specific gene mutation that we were told she has, which is FDXR mutation, extremely, extremely rare. At the time when we found out, documented maybe a handful of cases in the world.
Whatever takes the most energy is what gets the biggest hit. And for our girls, it's their nerves. So all the pathways through their body, which ends up being their vision. They're both blind, and Lucy started to lose her hearing. Like, the organ itself is fine, it's the nerves, and there's nothing you could do about that. They took the blood and they said, okay, we'll let you know. And as I was holding her, she just became so lethargic and she was limp. And I said, I can't take her home. Like, this is not right. We were there for 3 months.
She declined rapidly. The virus she had, again, is just basically common cold, but her body just shut down to fight this thing off, and it got really bad.
There were multiple times throughout the 3 months that we thought we were going to lose her. She was not breathing. She had the BiPAP machine on, and if they took it off, she would descend, and she was stop breathing.
We were planning for the worst.
Priest came, and we thought that night that we were going to have to say goodbye. We just kept telling her, we love you.
Ever since she's been in the hospital, she hasn't been able to move. She's essentially paralyzed from the neck down.
She also was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré.
Before she got sick, she loved food, but unfortunately, she can't do that stuff anymore because she's got a G-tube now. It's an extra burden, you know, just don't know how you're going to do it all. Just got to make it work. Or had to stop working. She's currently not working. She had to take leave from teaching, which she loved doing, because Winnie needs around-the-clock care, and you know, someone's got to be here to do that. One thing we need is an ADA accessible van. We currently do not have one. Every time we want to go somewhere as a family, that entails breaking down the wheelchairs, put them in the car, lifting them up and down. It takes up 3/4 of the back space. You know, there's been occasions where we don't even bring one of the wheelchairs for the girls. It's like, we don't have the room. We're just gonna carry them wherever they gotta go. Every possible thing that you do in a day, the girls need help doing. Everything. You know, as parents, you want for your kids to be healthy, and to know that possibly that one of your kids might not be healthy or have problems growing and growing older, and you know, everything. You know, it puts a strain on a lot of things. It puts a strain on your work, it puts a strain on your relationship, your friendships. It strains everything.
And you're kind of left with a lot of guilt because you know, we did this, you know.
You know, Lucy right now currently wears hearing aids in both ears. And that's a hard pill to swallow because, you know, you got a girl that's blind who relies on her other senses, and one of her other senses is going. It's sad and it's heartbreaking.
That's the hardest part, is every day we are mourning our baby because she's here, but she's not really here.
Being a dad of 2 girls, you know, there's things that I've come to terms with, you know, that I won't be able to experience. You know, I'm not going to be able to walk them down the aisle. You know, I'm not going to be able to teach them to drive. You know, I'm not going to be able to, you know, dance with them at their wedding night. It's a hard pill to swallow.
Every day they bring us so much joy that we live for them because they are, you know, just such wonderful, loving, strong, very strong girls, and Declan too.
Mitochondrial disease is relentless. It just takes and takes and takes, and it doesn't stop until, unfortunately, you know,
it's like there's nothing left.
There's nothing left, and it's just there's no cure. There's absolutely nothing we can do about it except help them, guide them.
Try to give them the best life.
Try to give them the
best life that we can.